Hey guys, Brian Stevens here with the National Real Estate Post. Do you know who generally wins in a gunfight? It's the person with the bigger, better gun and more ammunition. Even if he doesn't win, wouldn't you rather go into the gunfight with the bigger, better gun and more ammunition? It's kind of my thinking. Same thing in the mortgage space. The person who's going to win at the mortgage game is the loan officer who has more and better products. Simply put. That's why you guys need to work with Oaktree Funding. Here's what they do. They have a price match guarantee. They will either match or beat the rate of any of your non-QM lenders out there. But if you think about this, they don't want to go out and match everybody's rate. The better way to approach it is to simply have lower rates than everybody else. So if you're looking at non-QM and you want to be competitive and you want to have all the products out there, the bigger, better gun, you want to talk with my friends over at Oaktree Funding. These guys are fantastic. They will close your deals for you. Check them out. Great rates as well. So, according to Cater, and he's the Freddie Mac's chief economist, quote, mortgage rates continue to rise this week due to the trajectory of both the economy and the pandemic. Even as the availability of existing homes is improving, prices remain high due to homebuyer demand and limitations on housing starts and permits resulting from the ongoing labor and material shortages. Despite these countervailing forces, we over here at Fannie Mae expect the housing market to remain strong as we head into the end of the year. As do I. But rates, will they continue up as everybody else is saying? Now, I've told you about a month ago that we need to look to China and the pandemic as a possible reason for rates to stay low. And much of what I shared with you is coming true. And by the way, my opinion of rates actually going down, not up, puts me on an island of one. So you might be asking, why am I saying that rates may stay lower than everybody else is expecting? The reason. Number one, the largest real estate developer in the world, Evergrande, from China, is trying to restructure all of its debt to stave off bankruptcy so they could start to pay those 77,000 global investors. So in the past month, Evergrande has actually restarted construction on 10 projects right now. Keep in mind, they're currently working on enough structures to cover 3/4 of all of Manhattan, and they've restarted, yes my friends, just 10, meaning they are still massively in danger of defaulting. Quote, China Evergrande said it has restarted work on more than 10 projects across 6 mainland cities, trying to portray some semblance of stability in an operations soon after averting a potentially calamitous default on its offshore debt. The developer, saddled with 1.97 trillion yuan, which comes out to $308.5 billion US of liabilities right now, is in danger of defaulting on that. Number two, China's residential real estate market has taken a hit as a ripple effect of having your largest real estate developer in the world on the verge of collapsing. That would be Evergrande. Very much akin to how Goldman Sachs was the canary in the coal mine for the United States real estate market back in 2008. See, new home prices in China slid 0.8% in September. They're going down, not up. It was the country's first real estate decline, triggered largely by the Evergrande fiasco. Residential sales, meanwhile, tumbled, this one's bad, 17%. Given China's massive role in global trade, its problems could easily extend to the United States economy and spark something worse than inflation, stagflation. So what does this mean? Well, to me, China's markets are on shaky ground right now. So investors are going to look outside of China to move their money to markets that are more stable. The United States, along with Germany and the Swiss, are the most logical landing spots for international investment that's currently sitting in China. So if we see more money going into bonds in the States, we're going to see rates remain as low as they've been right now, if not even lower. In short, the worse it gets for China, the better it gets for mortgage rates in the United States. Possibly. Lastly, China is currently looking at another wave of COVID hitting a number of its provinces. Quote, the wave of infections spread to 11 provinces in the week from October 17th. This is according to Mei Feng, the spokesperson for the commission. He goes on to say that most of the people infected have cross-region travel histories. He urges areas that have been infected by the pandemic to adopt emergency mode, which means shelter in place, and if this thing gets really bad in China, start to shut down its industry. So, instability in the Chinese markets. A possible slowdown to shutdown of Chinese industry as a result of COVID means our economy also slows. Now, you pack all of these factors in your pipe, and it wouldn't be hard to conclude that rates would remain lower than what all the professional rate prognosticators would have to say to keep the economy going. So, what we have to do in the meantime is, Well, I guess let's wait and see who's right. Everybody else or me? So, you heard it here. I'm expecting rates to stay low. Everybody else is saying they're going up. We're looking at different variables. They're all professionals, and I'm just a fella out here in Northern California. So, in the coming weeks or months, just remember this video and let's see who ends up being right about this stuff. Now, it's always a great idea to share this with other real estate agents and lenders or anybody in the real estate space. Keep the conversation going. Who knows? Maybe there's a deal in it for you. With that said, I can't wait to see you guys again. Till tomorrow. Ciao.